just to give you an idea of who I am, my name's Roundtable, and I'm a senior producer at Trion, and I've been on this project from the very beginning, so I work with sci-fi quite a bit on developing the universe and the stories to be told in that universe, what it looks like, what it sounds like, all that kind of stuff, so maybe that'll help you figure out what questions you want to ask.
Talking about what was going to happen in the game now during mid-season for the time.
Yeah, the nice thing about this is Season 1 is done, but the universe of Defiance keeps going. It doesn't stop because the universe of the game doesn't stop. So we'll be able to take advantage of that off-season and be able to tell stories, either our own stories or stories that may be happening in Defiance, and kind of leading into Season 2. So, for example, we have a character, and I can't say who it is, who will be coming into the game, and by their actions with the player, kind of leads to what is going on within the town of Defiance during that off-season. So it's never been done before. It's actually really cool, and we're excited to see how it goes.
So do you think the success of Defiance, the game, the whole universe, is going to lead to, or is it already leading to other series?
To other series?
To do this sort of thing.
You know what? I haven't read too much about this type of thing happening elsewhere, I think. And it's funny, we go to game conventions in particular, and people say, we're watching you guys because we want to see how you're going to pull this off. And if it goes well, we'll dive in. If it doesn't, well, then we'll kind of wait on it. But since then, they've seen that the crossovers and the evolution of the universe actually works. So who knows? I would imagine people have to be thinking about doing this now that they have something to point to, which is something we didn't have at the beginning.
But you're not doing anything like in sci-fi, developing, like hot on the heels, another project.
For us, on the Trion side, we're mainly focused on the Defiance part. So they haven't told us anything.
If nobody plays the game, if their only experience is the TV show, how much do you think they're going to be missing out of the overall story moving forward?
Right. We purposely developed the universe and the stories that we were telling to make sure that you didn't have to do both in order to understand what was going on one or the other. So you can watch the show by itself and get a complete experience. You can play the game and get a complete experience. But what you get is a much more additive experience. So you may be sitting on the couch with somebody who's never played the game and watching the show, and you've got an inside knowledge on the things that you learn playing the game that they just wouldn't have. A new character comes on that was in the game. They know exactly who that character is, how they're going to act, what they may do, that somebody who just watches the show may not. But we make sure that you don't have to do both to understand what's going on with one or the other.
Like the plague.
Like the plague. Yeah, that was exactly what. We actually introduced that earlier than the television show did, and we took it to a level beyond what the television show did. Because the idea being that the Cure, which the players know this, they launched the Cure into the television show that kept it from getting to such a state that the plague caused people to be enraged and start killing other people. You didn't need to know that to watch the television show, but the people in the game knew how the Cure got there and what would have happened if the Cure didn't get there.
Now, how do you figure out what to do in the game versus what to do in the series when you're trying to figure out where to introduce something first?
It really depends on what it is. Sci-fi needs to tell really detailed, intricate stories, that are very character-driven. We're more of we got to shoot things a lot. So it depends. It really depends what it is. For example, Hellbugs we introduced in the game first because it's a perfect thing to shoot and shoot a lot of. So we introduced it there first, and then they introduced it in the show, and it became an element that told the story within that show, which was in particular Ren being not so nice.
So you guys collaborate on together?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we get we talk about the season and the individual episodes that they're going to do. We get drafts of the scripts as they come in, each revision, and then constantly talk back and forth about these are the stories we want to tell in the game. Well, that's not going to work so well for the television show. Can you adjust it this way? Yeah, we could do that, or can you adjust it? We do it twice, just to make sure again you don't have that disconnect between the universe and the game itself.
What's going to happen? I in the last panel this year that you were introducing fan-created people in the game, and we're going to put them in the TV series.
Yeah, so for the first season, what we did was we held a contest within the game that allowed you to get an image of yourself within the television show. So if you watch the season finale, there's a scene in the arch, at the top of the arch where the radio station is, where it focuses on this poster. Well, that's actually a player from the game. And so we got pictures from him. We had an artist render him on side by side, put his name on there, and you have it a couple of seconds on there before it hands off. So he was already there. We're going to be running a contest for next season during the off season within the game that actually allows somebody to win and actually go to the set in Toronto and actually be on the television. So now that we have a game that's going, we can actually do that kind of stuff.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.